So I asked this dude, hey, what did you do that made you a billionaire? And he says, Daniel, millionaires focus on ideas, execution. They focus on strategy. They focus on whatever, vision, whatever you name it. Above all, there's one thing I've always focused on.
What are your last thoughts? If somebody's watching our channel, they want to think like a millionaire, they want to strategize like a millionaire, and they want to become a first-generation cash flow millionaire.
Yeah.
And understand the values and principles of making sure that it lasts the test of time. Up, down market, craziness in the economy, COVID, pandemic, lockdown, shutdown, anything. What are your 2 cents, and how would you guide them through that and building their wealth, building their enterprise with God?
Yeah. So it's a very interesting question. Typically a lot of people at this point would say, well, if you want to make $1 million, help 1 million people, and I believe in that, by the way. I absolutely do. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's 100% truth, right? I mean, I can go to downtown Chicago and hand out hot dogs all day long, and I can help 1 million people. It doesn't mean I'm going to make $1 million. The question that I would ask is, what is the byproduct? What are the action steps that you're doing right now that is creating byproducts that is equaling to $1 million? So I would say 2 things. Number one, have what's known as your KPIs, your key performance indicators, right? Okay. Set standards and expectations. What are things that you should be doing every single day, every single week, every single month to ensure your success? Most people fail because they have no idea what success even means. They have no ways of tracking and progressing, right?
It's one thing.
It's just one thing,
yeah.
Right? Like most people feel like, I'm going to one day get to a rooftop and say, I made it, right? Like that never happens. That never happens. If you're doing it the right way, that day never comes, because it's constant battle. It's a constant struggle. The word love in 3 different religions. So in Judaistic, it actually means struggle. Love in Judaism, it actually means struggle. In Islam, love actually means submission. In Christianity, love means sacrifice. So if you're talking about sacrifice, struggle, right, and submission, do you think love? No, not at all. Not like
people think torture.
People think torture, right? Or some sick, twisted, whatever, But anyways, before we go down that path, key performance indicators, right? We got to have the discipline. My recommendation to go to somebody that you love, respect, that is doing what you're doing, and ask them, what are some of the key performance indicators? What are some things that you did every single day, every single month, every single week that you did to get to help get to where you are right now? And what are some things that you would change? And do that with 5, 10 different individuals, and really think about what you're really good at. And so marinate that with what your talents are, what today's market is, what people want. Go out, collect data, ask people what are some of the greatest problems that I can help solve.